Professor Gerard. Hope you are doing good. Today I'm going to take you through this hard coordination chemistry, in which you take in 3.2. It seems to be hard, but it's simply easy. Today I'm going to take you through introduction. In this introduction, we're going to see the commonly used terms in this unit. So pay attention, this might help you during examination. We're going to start from ligand. The ligand is a commonly used term in this unit. A ligand is any molecule or ion attached or bonded to a central metal atom or ion by donating a pair of electrons. So a ligand is an electron donor. We're going to see examples. Examples of these ligands. We're going to see the examples of these ligands. So we have ammonia. You have seen the first example is ammonia. We have water. We have chlorine ion. We have bromine ions and nitrosinium. So ammonia is neutral and the water is neutral. Those are neutral ligands. We have anionic ligands. Anionic ligands, this is chlorine and bromine. The cationic ligands is like nitrosinium ion. We are going to see these complex compounds like this complex compound you have seen here. You have seen copper, water, and sulfur 4. So water is a ligand. A ligand, as we have said, is any molecule or ion attached or bonded to a central metal atom by donating a pair of electrons. So water donates pair of electron to copper. This is why it is referred to as a ligand. Another example, have you seen there? We have two types of ligands there. We have cyanoligand and ammonia ligand. So this cyanoligand donates pairs of electrons to copper. And this ammonia also donates electrons to this copper. I think you have seen this is the very simple term used in this unit. Number 2, we're going to see central metal atom or central metal ion. A central metal ion is a metal atom bonded to a ligand in which a ligand donates electrons to. So a ligand donates electrons to a central metal atom or ion. It is usually a metal and acts like a Lewis acid. When you hear the term Lewis acid, is an electron pair acceptor. So this metal atom, this central metal atom accepts protons. Accepts electrons. Example, as you have seen there, a put a ligand and a central metal ion. This cyanoligand donates electrons to ion. Because the ion accepts the electrons from the ligand, it is referred to as a central metal atom. Another common used term is coordination sphere. This coordination sphere consists of a central metal ion. This central metal ion is the electron acceptor, and a ion or a metal bonded to a ligand. A ligand is any molecule bonded to a central metal ion by donating electrons. So a coordination sphere is a combination of these these two types of compounds. So consists of a central metal ion or a metal bonded to a ligand or ligands by a coordinate bond. It is also referred to a complex ion. When you hear coordination sphere, it's also referred to as a complex ion. Example of a complex ion or a coordination sphere: ion is a central metal atom. Cyano is a ligand. So the combination of these two elements or atoms, a ligand and a central metal ion, forms a coordination sphere or forms a complex ion. Are we there? Hope you have seen. So a coordination sphere consists of a central metal ion or metal bonded to ligands or a ligand by a coordinate covalent bond. The bond between a central metal ion and a ligand is referred to as a coordinate covalent bond. So when you're asked in exam, what bond connects the central metal ion or atom to ligand is referred to as a coordinate covalent bond. Another common used term is coordination number. Coordination number is the total number of coordinate covalent bonds formed between a central metal atom and its ligands. Is the total number of coordinate bonds formed between central metal atom and its ligand. We have an example. We have this compound. We have iron, we have potassium and cyan. So this coordination number, it is usually found at the end of the ligand. So we have seen 6. 6 is the coordination number. So the coordination number, this is the total number of coordinate covalent bonds. So in this atom, in this compound, we have 6 coordinate covalent bonds. We have 6 coordinate covalent bonds. Another example, we have 3 examples there. So we have sulfur and ammonia. We have 2 in the first example. We have 2 coordinate covalent bonds in that compound. We have the next one. The coordination number is 4. So we have 4 coordinate covalent bonds. Another example is that it's at the end of that example. We have iron, we have water. So we have 6 coordinate covalent bonds in that structure. Another commonly used term is counter ion. Is an ion which sits outside a coordination sphere. So we are going to see an example. So it is electrically neutral. It has no charge. It can be located from the beginning or at the end outside the coordination sphere. We are going to see an example. So we have seen potassium, where in this coordination sphere combines ion and cyano ligand. So outside this coordination sphere, we have seen potassium. Potassium, because it's outside the coordination sphere, is referred to as a counter ion. This counter ion has no charge. It is electrically neutral. So potassium in this case is neutral. So this coordination sphere contains ion and cyano ligand. So outside this coordination sphere, we have seen potassium. Potassium is an example of a counter ion because it's outside the coordination sphere. We have another example. We have seen chlorine is outside the coordination sphere. We have seen 2 ligands, chlorine and ammonia. We have central metal ion, which is copper. So chlorine, it's outside the coordination sphere. It has no charge. So it's referred to as a counter ion. Next, coordination compound. Coordination compound consists of a central metal ion or atom bonded to a ligand or ligands and a counter ion. A central metal ion bonded to ligand or coordination or ligands. So we have the coordination sphere and the counter ion. This coordination sphere and the counter ion forms a coordination compound. So it consists of a central metal ion or atom bonded to its ligand. So this central metal ion bonded to its ligand is called a coordination sphere, as you have seen. This coordination sphere plus the counter ion forms a coordination compound. I think today we have learned a lot. In our next class, example, we have seen counter ion is potassium. We have ion, we have cyanoligand. So we have seen the central atom, as in this example. We have a ligand and we have the counter ion. This full compound, the coordination sphere plus the counter ion plus this counter ion forms a coordination compound. Another example, we have copper, we have water, and we have two chlorine ions. So this central metal ion plus a ligand, this forms a coordination sphere plus a counter ion chlorine forms a coordination compound. I think up to that point we have discussed a lot. In our next class, we'll see types of ligands. We have seen types of ligands. So pay attention, follow me on YouTube. I'm Professor Gerard Orina. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you. Have a nice day.